Hey everybody, on the road with Big Al here. Today I thought I would tell a story, like crazy things that have happened to me while on the road in my trucking career. I told one a while back about getting hit by a drunk driver in a truck stop parking lot. I was parked for the night about 2 in the morning. I was asleep in my sleeper. A drunk driver hit my truck going about, I'd say about 20 miles an hour. He did pretty good damage, laid my truck up for a couple weeks, knocked out the headlight, busted the power steering thing that holds the power steering reservoir that holds all the power steering and stuff. Want to go watch that video, go check it out. Today I'm going to talk about how I hauled the lightest load I ever hauled, and possibly for over 1,000 miles could be the lightest load in the history of trucking. I was up by Detroit. I was driving for night transportation, 1,100 miles. I get my message to go pick up this load. It's going from Detroit, around Detroit, Michigan, down to Lakeland, Florida, to Amazon. It was an Amazon load. I get the load information, get the address. I go to the address. I'm looking for the place, see the place. You know, as you pull in, looking for where are the docks, where are they going to load me up, where's the shipping and receiving. I kind of pull around the corner. I don't see any I don't see any docks, don't see any shipping and receiving. It's just like an office building, and I'm like, how are they going to load my truck? And really no place to even pull a truck into their parking lot. So I just kind of block the lane of traffic, put the hazards on, go in, tell them I'm here to pick up a load. The guy's like, it's just one guy in the office. This was a Saturday too. One guy in the office, he's like, I've been waiting on you. And he goes back and he brings out like just basically an Amazon package. You weigh 1.7 pounds, and he hands it to me, and I'm like, is this it? And he's like, yeah, kind of like he don't really know what I'm talking about. I'm kind of like, I'm here in an 18-wheeler. I can haul 45,000 pounds. I normally don't, I'm not a UPS driver. I haul freight. He gives it to me. I go back to the truck. I call back night. I'd had some loads. I'd picked up a couple loads for night for Home Depot, and it would be 2 stops. And both times the first stop was just like, one time it was just paint rollers and the paint can, or the paint deal you roll the roller in. It was just 2 of those, and that's all it was. But then there was another stop that was about a half a load, and so that happened twice. So I was like, maybe there's. I look at the load information. There's not 2. It doesn't have 2 stops. I call in to make sure. Like, this is kind of weird. Just one package. I look at. They usually had, like, they have the weight on it, but most of the time when I drove for Warner, it wasn't. Like it wasn't always accurate, or sometimes it would just be like 5 zeros, like they wouldn't even put it down there. But this one did say 1.7 pounds on the deal, so they had the weight right. So I call in, I'm telling them, hey, it's just one package, like an Amazon package, 1.7 pounds. I call them tonight, and they're kind of looking around, and I can hear them talking in the background. They're kind of laughing about it, joking about it, and they're like, yeah, no, it's just one stop, and they're like, we're getting paid a pretty decent rate with it. And my boss comes back on the phone and goes, yeah, that's it, go with it, get going. So I bring the package back. I don't stick it in the trailer. I stick it in the passenger seat beside me. I drive it all the way down there to Lakeland, Florida, 1,100 miles. I get there. I decide to put it in the trailer. Like, I got to a truck stop that was just like a few miles away. In the morning, when I was heading over to deliver it, I put it in the trailer. Go to Amazon. They tell me that to unload, I got to unhook and pull up from my truck. And I'm like, hey, it's just one package in there. Is there any way we can do it without me having to unhook it? And they said, well, if you unload it yourself, you don't have to unhook. And I'm like, all right, I'll just do that. So I back up to it. I go in, say, yeah, I'm just going to unload it myself. And the guy's walking me over there, and he's like, "You need a pallet jack or anything? You got your own pallet jack?" And I was kind of like, "No, it's just one package." He opens the door, and he's like, he kind of looks at me, "Is that it? Is that it?" And I'm like, "This is it." And then I go, "Came all the way from Detroit, Michigan." And the guy picks up the package and shows it to everybody, and he goes, "Hey, unloaded all the way from Detroit, Michigan." And everybody at Amazon's kind of laughing about it. Get back to the door, check out, get back to my truck, load delivered. But I don't know, like, I honestly don't know what happened there. If somebody from the Amazon Logistics like booked it for the wrong type of load to be delivered. Like, why wouldn't you deliver it FedEx, or next day? You could deliver it next day delivery and pay, I don't know what they charge, but surely not as much as what Knight was charging. I mean, what I made, I was making 40 cents a mile at the time for Knight, and I made, in 1,100 miles would be $440 is what I was paid. So I imagine Knight made money just at $1. This was around 2015, 2016. At $1.50 a mile. Amazon or Knight was making $2,600 just to deliver a 1.7 pound package. That's another thing I was kind of wondering, what in the world is in this package? Like, like it took everything I had not to open it up, and I was like, is it a brick of gold? Is it a nuclear launch codes for the government? What's so important that they had to pay? What they would have had to pay to deliver this package. All right, that's about it. Thanks for watching. Check out Mudflap. I use Mudflap. Just a little quick plug for Mudflap. I've saved over $2,300 in the price of the pump. I'll put a link in the description and in the comments section. Mudflap is just basically, if you're buying diesel, if you're paying for your diesel, you get a discount. Some places like Sap Brothers in Junction City, Kansas, I get a sometimes 40 to 50 cent discount on fuel. I fuel at a lot of Casey's. I get a 20-cent discount there. There's no fee. It's just an app. Download the app. When you get to where you want to load, you click on the place, and a code will come up. You tie a credit card or your bank account to it. A code will come up. You give the cashier that code. You go pump it, and then they bill Mudflap for it. You get your discount. It's real easy to use. That they're constantly adding truck stops and stuff. I use it all the time. I'm already over 1,000 gallons bought this month, and I'm gonna get a $5 I'll get a $5 coupon or a $5 discount for next month. If you sign up using my code, I'll get $10 free fuel, and you'll get $10 free fuel. It's pretty simple. If you're buying a lot of fuel, buying diesel for anything, you get your discount. Thanks for watching On the Road to Big Al.